Good afternoon. Today is Wednesday, April 26th, and we're back at the Emlenton trailhead of the Allegheny River Trail and the North Country Trail. This is kind of an unplanned thing. I work about 3 miles from here. So today I'm going to try and make it up to Daughter's Eddy to connect the dots of where I left off last time, and I think that should be about 2.5 miles one way. So right now my mileage stands at something like 94.04 or something like that. So for all intents and purposes, I need 6 miles to complete my 100, and I'm thinking this should be 5. And I didn't really want to complete my 100 miles on this rail trail. I mean, it is the North Country Trail. It's designated as such, but really I want to complete my 100 miles on the dirt. So, I'm thinking maybe this coming weekend or maybe the weekend after. But there's a blue blaze just to show that I am indeed on the North Country Trail. So we're going to go this way. And if this looks familiar, it's because I've done a little bit of this before, but we're gonna do it again. Rack up some miles. A little greener this time though. So away we go. Last time I was down here, I went over all this, but former industrial site. This right here used to be the site of Quaker State Corporation's wax plant. And in case you didn't know, paraffin wax is a byproduct of oil production. So they would bring the wax down here by rail to be processed down here, and there used to be quite the maze of buildings up on that hill, but they tore them all down. When they put the rail trail through, they put this fence up in an attempt to keep people out because it was kind of proclaimed to be a hazardous site. So they didn't want people running around up in there. But shortly after they took the tracks out, I kind of nosed around up in there while the buildings were still standing, and I didn't catch anything. Don't tell anybody I did that. Okay, we're coming to the end of the fence and away from civilization, sort of. I also see my first North Country Trail blaze on a tree, so I'll show you that for verification. Right there. So I've gone a half mile, and on my way here from work, my thermometer in the Jeep fluctuated anywhere from 58 to 63 degrees. So it's pretty good weather, but it gets a little breezy down here in the river valley, so I don't know. I could probably stand to have like a fleece on or something, but I don't think I'm going to get hypothermia or anything. I may have misspoke when I did my introduction. I just went into my YouTube again, and my total mileage before I started this is 94.04. I don't know if I said that right or not, but so I need 6 to finish. And like I said, I don't really want to finish on here, but by the same token, I'd like to connect my dots and get up to where I was last time. So if I run over my 100 today, then so be it, but that wasn't the way I had it planned. But if I do, I do. I just want to get to 100 because I've come so close so many years and something always happened and I never finished it up. So beautiful day for it. If I do it today, that's great. Okay, I'm just a few feet from where I left off there, my last segment, and I happened to spot this. I never saw this down here before. I'm pretty sure it's part of a boiler box for a steam locomotive. If somebody can verify that, please do. But and also, if you can see it, there's a bunch of trillium blooming down on that hillside. I see a few other metal objects down there too that could be train pieces. Interesting. That's why you need to come down here different times of the year, because it's never the same. You always see something different. There's a bike trail mile marker. We're 26 miles from the Salt Box House in Franklin, just for reference. Okay, I'm trying to keep this short and sweet because I don't know how long my battery's going to last. Wasn't planning on doing this today, so I left my phone on at work. I don't want to run it down. I'm 1 3/4 miles in, and now I'm in territory that I didn't do before. This is not included in that short little jaunt I did over the winter, but consequently I saw this. Now, I don't know what that number is. It's got a blaze over top of the number. I don't know if that's I don't know, kind of looks like an 89. I don't know what 89 is. And then on this side, there's just a 9. But it's in North Country Trail blue. So if anybody knows the story behind that, I'd be interested to know, because I don't think I'm on NCT River or NCT mile 89. But before I say that too loud, I'm going to go back and check my app, because I have all the NCT mile markers the whole way from Ohio to New York on my Gaia GPS app. I'm going to check that out. Nope, according to my app, PA mile 104 is just up ahead of me about 3/8 of a mile. So what that number is on that tree, I have no idea. But I'm about halfway to my destination. Hey, here comes somebody. Bicyclist. I'm coming to the ATV barriers at the downstream end of Daughter's Eddy. GPS says I've gone 2.5. I kind of had it figured at 2.5 from Emlington to where I left off, but looks like I got maybe another half mile to go. So it looks like I'm getting my 100 today. We'll see how that works out. If my battery holds up, I'll give it the update when I get back, and if not, I'll have to go home and charge and do the finale segment. So for right now, I'm gonna cut out and conserve battery. I made it. Right here's where I left off last time. My GPS says I'm at 2.89 from Hamilton where I parked. So I left off at 94.04. So if I do, I'm going to go on up here just a little bit, because it seems like this guy at GPS app always rips me out of a couple hundredths of a mile when I save my tracks. So I'm going to go just up here a little bit, but it looks like I'm getting my 100 today. Hot diggity damn. I have been trying to do this since 2016, but I'm not going to celebrate till I get back to the Jeep. There's still time to screw it up. All right, there's mile marker 24 for the bike trail. I'm gonna go just a little bit more. I could stop and do the math on the calculator, because I had 94.04, so I need 5.96. I think I'm covered probably now, but hey, something else I just saw. There's signs for Allegheny Valley Conservancy on these trees to my left. That's interesting. And there's a place back there that I passed that it has a little, it's almost like a parking area, but it says no parking. But so now that my mission is complete, on my way back I'm going to go down there and see what that is. All right, I'm trying to keep these segments short, and I'm not doing a very good job. All right, just a little bit more. All right, we're coming to that area that I was talking about, and there's a car down here. I didn't notice that before. The Conservancy signs are, there's a little picnic pavilion. This property is open to the public for all legal, non-motorized recreational activities, including trapping, hunting, fishing. All must adhere to applicable regulations, and trappers must notify AVC before placing traps. Hunting and trapping seasons can be found on Pennsylvania Game Commission website. Visitors are encouraged to use caution. Allegheny Valley Conservancy welcomes trail and river users to this public access. Tent camping is permitted with a 2-night maximum stay. Interesting. No motorized vehicles except to drop off and pick up watercraft and then park in the parking lot. No ATVs or RVs permitted. No fireworks, explosive, or noisemakers. Let's see what's on down here. All right, you got a real nice picnic pavilion over here that you can drive to. And you got river access via this path and stairway. That's real nice. And then over here there's another footpath. Ooh, I'm not going clear down there, but I see a real nice spot for tents down there, but hammock trees, not so much. There is a house right across the river there. Probably just seasonal. Wow, this is quite nice. You know, I bet you if I got creative, I could hang a hammock in that picnic pavilion by going catty corner on them posts. Yeah, we'll investigate that another time. Okay, this is in Daughters Eddy. Like I said, it's been a while since I've been here, but this must all be new. I like it. This is nice. Pack your bike with a picnic. Come on down here. This is awesome. Okay, I got 3 miles to get back to the Jeep. I better get moving. Dun 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 dun. Hell yeah, I did it. I did it. So that was something like, I'll give you all the logistics for sure when I get home. But it was like 3.2 down, 3.2 back for 6.4. And as I pass through them gates, I should be at 100.08. Hell yeah. After how many years of trying, I finally got my 100 on the North Country Trail. Okay, I'll break it all down in another segment when I get home, but I did her. All right, I'm headed for home. All right, I am finally home, and I completed my 100. That wasn't my intention to do today, but it's just the way it worked out. What I really wanted to do was, finish on single track dirt in the Allegheny National Forest or State Game Lands 95, but that section today ended up being a little longer than what I thought. So I started out at 94.04 and today I did 3.2 miles times 2 because it was an out and back. So I ended up today with 100.8 miles. And actually what I did was a little bit over that because that doggone GPS app, every time I save my track, it rips me off a little bit. So it was done in a total of 19 segments starting January 1st and ending today, which is, what is today? Today is April 26th. So that's it. I did it after probably 8 years of trying. So now I can hit other areas of the North Country Trail and say Allegheny National Forest. There's a section I want to do way up north. So now I'm free to do that leisurely. I ended up covering, what was it? The entire distance between PA, what is it? Pennsylvania mile 141 to Pennsylvania mile 97. And I know that most of it was out and back, but there were some sections that I did one way, and there was a little bit of about 2.5 or 3 miles that I did more than one time. So that's it. That's the recap. What I'm going to do now, I don't know, but there'll be more content coming. So until then, go take a hike.